Hey everybody, this is the video review for the Generations Legends Optimus Prime with roller. I want to thank my buddy Matt for picking these up for me, so thanks Matt. I really do appreciate it. They got here the other day. I've been playing with them all weekend, and they're actually really pretty neat. Better than I gave them credit for. I think Optimus overall is probably the better of the two, partly because I love roller so much. But they are both very neat figures. We're going to focus on Optimus here. We'll get to Bumblebee in the other video. So yeah, it's Optimus Prime in his IDW incarnation. Not exactly, but it's a pretty decent for a Legends class representation of Optimus Prime from the IDW comics. And there's a lot of that going around with Springer and everything else, and the upcoming IDW line. And I really hope we see a lot more of the IDW characters in toy form. But yeah, so there's this. He comes with Roller. I love Roller so much. He's almost, I mean, he's a little bigger. You can see he's not quite Micro Machine size, but he just feels like a little Micro Machine in vehicle mode. I love him. He's got Optimus's rifle here, which you can pop off, or you can also plug it in here on top of Optimus if you so choose. Up to you. I think it looks better on Roller. But he looks like a little just kind of all-terrain vehicle. He's got 6 wheels. He looks like an SUV with 6 wheels and smaller. But he is very wee. And I really like him. You can see his face over there. So yeah, Roller can convert into a robot simply by standing him up and flipping his arms out. Very simple, very basic, but it works. And again, I like his robot mode. It's short and chubby, but oh well, stumpy. Also, there's a smaller peg under here. He can, if you want him to, he can hold Optimus's rifle and attack with it. It does make him a little top heavy, or front heavy, I guess. So you kind of have to prop him up with it. But he can hold it. Unless you have him like, oh yeah, we gonna start something. Woo! Pew, pew, pew. So yeah, Roller can hold it. Now Optimus is a fairly basic transformation with some neat little bits. And you start off by just pulling the legs down like this. Unhooking the front part. Actually, I guess you want to flip the arms out first. The arms flip out to the sides. And what's neat too is there's his waist piece here. Is just lets his fists are open, so that they actually kind of clip onto the waist piece behind there. So it's not just free floating. It does actually kind of clip onto that waist bit, which is nice. So yeah, you bring these forward, bring the legs down. This opens up. You twist this whole thing around. Bring the legs all the rest of the way down. Here's the waist piece I was talking about that the arms clip onto, if you want to see that in action. Kind of nice. Now bring the arms around to the side. And you want to bring them forward. There's a little ridge here that's part of the detailing in vehicle mode that actually this piece actually clips onto. So if you bring it all the way forward, you'll hear it clip into place. And then that joins all that together, because he's supposed to have his chest open just a gap so you can see his Autobot symbol there. You don't want it open quite that wide, but it is there. And then the same over here. Clip it into place, and then those should move together. Flip up his head, which can be a little bit of a difficult thing. Flip it up. This panel actually does not just sit back here. There's a hinge right here. It actually lifts up and sits behind his back here, like that. Arms down. You can flip these up, and I'll review it with these up. I prefer to just leave these down. These panels right here, they're supposed to be up. I like to leave them down like that. I think they look more powerful shoulders than with a panel up here, but it's entirely up to you. I'm going to leave them up since that's the official for the review. But just know that you can leave them down, and personally I think it looks a little better. So we'll rotate his chest in place. Like I said, you just rotate these out a little bit. They don't lock into any position, unfortunately, but you just want to have that just enough to have that Autobot symbol showing. You can, like I said, you can open them up that wide, and that just makes his chest look really open, as well as bringing the elbows way too far back. But just like that, you can also, like I said, if you choose to, you can you don't have to hook these in. You can leave that closed. It is going to gap a little bit. It's weird. I don't know why that's all of a sudden. Is it just? Oh, it's just because the head's up there. You don't have to open it, but the head will push it open just a little bit. So yeah, there's Optimus's Autobot symbol. He's got some ball joints here, ball joints on the shoulders. The hinge here, which again can be used for posability, but really just kind of opens that chest up unless you unhinge it. He does have a little bit of a waist swivel, but since that also turns this piece, it's kind of useless. Ball joint hips, ball joint knees. So you get a pretty decent amount of articulation out of him. And like I said, not a bad representation in small form for Optimus. As well as probably going to go very well with the new Metroplex that's coming out. I have to imagine that's part of the impetus behind these guys is that they're going to scale well with, or scale better with Metroplex. Now, Roller also has a bit of a targetmaster feature. Well, not a bit of, he has a targetmaster feature. You just take the truck and just kind of push the whole blue section up. Just kind of fold it, or I guess just kind of grab these two and just fold it down and around. Straighten his arms up, fold the peg down, and he's a cannon. And it's a little bulky for Optimus. I think it might fit better on a Deluxe or Voyager class figure, just size-wise, but it's not bad. And then you can also, again, that smaller peg on him can peg into the top here and make kind of a combined cannon for Optimus, and he can hold it in his hands. And he's surprisingly, even with it, like, you know, you saw the gun making Roller front heavy, and Optimus becomes a little front heavy, but he is surprisingly sturdy, holding the rifle out in front of him. He's kind of leaning to one side because he don't have his legs properly lined up, but yeah, he can hold it. That's a little, the hinge is a little off there, but yeah, he can hold his roller gun. So yeah, there he is. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I like Roller. I think his gun mode is his weakest mode, but I love him as a little robot and I love him as a little vehicle. It goes well with Optimus. I think Optimus himself is solid in both modes. He's not amazing in either, but he's a good solid robot in both modes, and I'm pretty happy with him. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he looks with Metroplex. But yeah, there it is, Generations Legends Optimus Prime with Roller.